What's up? It's your boy Super Mario 1990 coming at you with the Horizon Forbidden West unboxing. This right here is a special edition for the PS4 that cost 70 bucks. Now, I got it a whole day early. I'm glad about that. It's Thursday, it's supposed to come out tomorrow on Friday. I ain't complaining. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll take it. A whole day early. I get to play this game, see what's popping with it. This one, like I said, it costs 70 bucks. So what it comes with is it comes with a steel book, comes with a mini art book and a digital soundtrack, as well as two in-game items. I think they're outfits to get you started out with, but there's so many different editions across PS4 and PS5, so it's like a little confusing, and it's got like different price points too. But the good thing to know is that any PS4 version you get has a free PS5 upgrade entitlement. So for the PS4, the standard edition is 60 bucks. This special edition is 70 bucks. And then for the PS5, it's $10 up. So for the standard on PS5, it's 70 bucks, and then it's 80 bucks for the special edition. There's also a digital deluxe edition, which is 80 bucks. And then if you really want to get crazy, lose your mind, and splurge on this game, there's a $200 collector's edition, and then there's a $260 Regala edition. And both of those pretty much come with the same digital content that this stuff comes with. It comes with the mini art book as well. I think it's a full art book. And you also get figurines too, like physical items. You get the Regala and the Regala edition. And the collector's edition, I think you get an Aloy figure. I'm not sure exactly what you get with those. I know you get figures. I just don't know which ones. But I know you get the Regala and the Regala one because that's why they call it that. But anyway, I think they give you more in-game content too. So you get I think more outfits and weapons if I'm not mistaken. But you really got to look those up to see what goes on with those. What was weird about those editions though, they give you a steelbook case, but they don't give you a disc. So both the collectors and the Regala edition, they only come with a digital voucher. So, I mean, for me, that would kind of make me mad if I was to spend $200 or $260 because, as you can see, I got one of my media cabinets back here. So I obviously like physical media. So to spend that much and not get a disc, I'd be a little perturbed about that. Like, bro, where my disc at? Like, what are y'all doing? But I get a disc with this version, so I'm good with that. And a good thing to know too is kind of like an exploit that people have been finding is that if you really want to save $10 and you got a PS5 or you're trying to get it on PS5, just get the PS4 version because you get a free upgrade. So it's you can just get it for 60 bucks and then boom, you're good. People are wondering I know you got the price increase for the new systems, but it's kind of if you can get a free upgrade and this is 60, why even spend 70 on the PS5 version? The only thing I can see is that if you have a physical collection like I do, if you wanted an update display, then you would get that PS5 version. Other than that, I feel like Sony just trying to be a little slick and trying to get people out of $10. But we gonna open this baby up and I'm gonna show y'all the box. I'm gonna show y'all the back too. Well, okay, they put a little sticker in there, so I'll show y'all when I rip the plastic off. But look how thick this thing is though. When I first got my box, it was a little hefty. I'm like, yo, did they give me the wrong package? I'm reading the name and I'm like, okay, this is mine, but why is it so heavy? It's a little hefty. And it's a lot wider than I thought it would be. See how thick it is right here? I'm pretty sure it's the mini art book because that mini art book ain't playing. So we'll see what's in here. But yeah, like I said, that's the only physical thing that you get outside of the actual disc casing. So we're going to open this baby up. Can't wait to get into this, man. Y'all see how sexy that cover look? Okay, so here's what it looks like. And this is a little slip case because here's the box. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay. So I'm gonna read off the back a little bit so y'all know what's going on, what the game entails, and all the little official stuff on here. But it says Horizon Forbidden West Special Edition includes full game, steelbook, mini art book, and digital soundtrack. And then it also says that it's one player, 97 gigabytes minimum, DualShock 4 vibration function supported, and it's 2 discs. It's rated T for blood, language, use of alcohol, and violence. And so since it's 97 gigs and it's 2 discs, it's doing that thing where you put the first disc in and that's your download disc where it downloads the information and the data. It's called the data disc. And then you put disc 2 in. Disc 2 is the actual play disc. So that's what we got going on, which doesn't surprise me because we coming up to the end on this generation and PS5 is going to be taking over. And this game looks beautiful, so I'm pretty sure it's going to take a lot of resources to get this game looking to par and get it looking good and get it running well. Man, look at this sexy stuff though. So this is the art book. Look how vibrant the colors is on that. Look at that. Look at the patterns on there. If you played the first game, you know, all these little triangle shapes and everything look real cool. And then here is the actual cover. This is like the back end and this is the front end. Real nice. Look at that. Man, who be doing the art on these games? This is a nice futuristic world too. So it's like, man, props to them. This is some bomb work. I wish I can draw like this, man. That'd be so cool. So this is the digital soundtrack voucher. Okay, so you get a voucher for the soundtrack. When you get a free soundtrack, that's why I like the main reason why I got this version. I love soundtracks. I'm a sucker for soundtracks. You give me some new music. And the music for this game, the first game anyway, was fire. So I'm like, the sequel's going to be just as big. But yeah, you never really know how you're going to get these free soundtracks. I've gotten like a lot of games with free soundtracks. There's always different methods. It looks like from here you just get it through the app because they're giving me a voucher code for the actual PlayStation Store. So that's cool. And then, yeah, you get a Nora Legacy outfit and a Nora Legacy spear. Okay, so you get an outfit and a spear. So that's what you get as far as your digital content. The soundtrack and then in-game is a spear and an outfit. And this is what they look like. Pretty nice. And then you got the discs. You also got some art in the back. I'll show y'all the art and what that looks like. Let me see how the discs go. Insert, play, disc second. Yep, so it's a play disc, and then this disc over here that shows Aloy is the data disc. So yeah, you put this one in first, that's the data disc. You put this one in second, that's the play disc. If you're getting the disc version, that's how it works. And you know you're coming up to an end of an era when you start to see these 2-disc games for the last gen. Or do you still say, I don't know, how does it go? When you got like a new system out, but you ain't got it. Like my rule is, if you ain't got the new system, then you call the old system current, and then you call the new systems next, because you ain't got it yet. And it's only been out for like a year, so about to be 2. A lot of people ain't got it, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I call it current gen. That's what I'm calling it. Until I get PS5, then that'll be current gen, but this is how it looks. See that artwork? That's nice right there. That's what we got. So that's how we doing it. And I'll show y'all like a little, show y'all pages from the art book. Not everything, but just a little taste, because they say many, but this thing has got 45. Let me see how many pages we got. You got 48 pages on this thing, man. I want to know what the full art book looks. You know the full art book is going to be crazy, but this is like 48, just a little taste. Just to show y'all how it goes. It's nice, by the way. It's really cool to see that. But yeah, man, that's how we got it. This is the PS4 version. $70 like I said. If you want it for PS5, this particular special edition, it'll cost you $80. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into this game. I played the first one. I'm really excited because the first one, the funny thing is, I actually slept on it back in 2017 when it came out. I remember all the marketing and the trailers and all of that. This was around the same time Mass Effect Andromeda was coming out. Now, I love the Mass Effect games. I'm like, Mass Effect got my attention automatically because it's a proven series to me. And then with this one, it's kind of like, okay, it's from PlayStation. It's a first-party game. PlayStation always does good with single-player story narrative games, which is, you know, what I love. I like single-player games. I like games with a good story. So I was kind of like, okay, let me check out the trailer, see what they're talking about. Honestly, I slept on it because I'm like, okay, I'm not really feeling the game. The graphics are gorgeous, but I'm like, okay, I'm just like the setting I'm not really feeling. You know, everybody's looking like it's supposed apocalyptic already. I already don't like the genre. And I'm like, you fighting machines, and I'm more of like a shooter type gamer. So I'm like, she got like arrows and stuff, and I'm like, I ain't really with that. And everybody looking like they Navajo Indians. I'm like, I don't know about it. I don't know about it. And like I said, it was like the whole post-apocalyptic future for me, because I just always hate the genre, because it's kind of like, if you're gonna talk about the future, I always want to see like the best version of our future. I always want to see, like, you know, I'm talking about like high flying cars, you know what I'm saying? I want to see levitating buildings. I want to see cool, futuristic, fancy interiors, exteriors. I want to see vibrant, neon, bright colors. You know what I'm saying? I want to see people wearing futuristic, crazy fashions. But when you get the post-apocalyptic, it's to me it's really depressing because it's like, okay, the world is desolate. Everything is sandy and dirty. You got these barren lands. The people looking like bums. They dirty. They walking around. The world as we know it ended 200 years ago, and we are all that remains. I'm like, I don't really go for that kind of genre. I don't really go for them kind of stories. So I was just like really dismissive of it. But shout out to PlayStation Initiative, the Play at Home Initiative. They actually gave Horizon Zero Dawn out for free last year in April. So I was like, okay, cool. You can't argue with free. I'll try it out because the graphics did look gorgeous. So, you know, for free, why not try it out? What's it going to hurt? And so I played it and I was like, dang, I'm pissed. I slept on this game all them years ago. It's crazy because it's like, it's 5 years old basically already. And I just now like beat it like last week. I was playing it and then I got stuck on a part. And so then I was like, okay, I kind of gave it a break and then life got in the way. I had to deal with life. But then I got back into it because this game was coming out. I'm like, okay, let me beat this game so I can actually like play the new one on time. And so, very pleased with that game. Glad they gave it away for free. Glad I got a chance to play it because I would have passed on it. I slept on it back then, and I actually never would have played it. I never had plans on playing it if it wasn't for the Play at Home initiative. So I'm glad they did that, and I can't wait to jump into the sequel. And it's real cool because the funny thing about playing this game, Ashley Birch, who does the voice of Aloy. It was really funny because when I heard her voice, I'm like, is that like that sounded like Chloe Price to me? Because Chloe Price is from Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm, just one of my favorite characters of all time, period, in gaming. And so it was kind of funny because I'm like, I had to look it up. Like, is that old girl who did the voice of Chloe? And I'm like, yeah, that is her. And then it was kind of like, okay, it's just really funny just always hearing that voice on a character that's just so different from Chloe Price because Aloy is more like mild mannered. She's more serious, you know. She's more reserved. And then Chloe Price is just she's like crazy off the hook. Always got some crazy stuff coming out of her mouth, and it's like she's just like really insanely funny. So it's kind of funny to like hear that same exact voice on characters that are like the polar opposite from each other. Like every time I hear her voice, I can't help but associate like, yo, that sounds like Chloe Price, but that ain't Chloe Price. But can't wait to play this game, man. The graphics look fantastic once again. I can't wait for all these different upgrades that they got. I'm seeing her like float around. She actually can fly certain mounts, which is nice. I don't know if they were Glenthawks, but she can actually fly mounts now. So I'm like, that's going to make traveling a whole lot funner and convenient. I can't wait to get into this, man. Let me know if y'all interested. What versions are y'all interested in if y'all getting this game? But yeah, man, I'm about to go in and pop this disc in and probably do this day one patch so I can play this game early and get that session in tonight. I will be doing a playthrough series of this game. And I will also, when I finish, I will also be doing a GMV. But yeah, man, this is your boy Super Mario 1990. And I'm out. Peace in.